Hello, welcome back to this YouTube channel. And so after so many days, I back to this lecture. So this is a lecture 4. In this lecture, we discuss about the toggle button. So without wasting the time, let's get. So okay, so this is a lecture 4. Is a toggle button, and what we have to do in this? This is assignment 5. We have to create a system where press button once LED turns on, press button again, then tell LED turns off, press again, then on, and then off. So we have to build this. So what is the rule? The LED should change state only once for each button press. Holding the button should not repeatedly toggle the LED. Okay, so this is, we have assignment 5. So this is a Arduino connection. We have also done this connection assignment 4. So similar thing. And this effort we jump to this after understanding the concept. Okay. So let's understand. Okay. Okay. So what we have to do first, understand. If I press if I press the button, okay, I don't know to be simple way. If I press the button, then LED on, okay, LED on, okay. Now release the button, then should be on because we have on previously. If I press again, then LED should be off. If I release again, then LED should be off. So this is the work. This is how we have to design like that. Okay. So what we have to do, we have to make a variable state. Okay. We have to variable state. We have to make a LED state. Okay. We have to make LED state, and we have to make a last button state. And current button state. Okay. So we have to make these three variables. In this we have to storing the information about the LED state, what was the previous or last button state, and what is now the current button state. Okay. So we have to do this. Now we know that one concept. If high, if I release the button, okay, then we have a high. In that case, we have LED is off. Okay. If a button is pressed, then in that case, button pin we have a low, and in that case we have to write the LED on. Okay. So this we all know and also read in the previous lecture. Okay. So we have to code according to this concept. Okay. So the main important things we have to make this variable states. Okay. So let's jump to the Tinkercad. Okay, we have Tinkercad. Just go on this. We have Tinkercad. And this is our circuit. Okay, so this is a good. Okay, you can make this circuit. Is a very simple. You connect to the ground, and this LED is also connected to this ground, and this is a positive part of LED is connected to the resistor, and this is connected to the 13. Okay, and we have a push button, and this one is connected to 2 is a positive, and second leg of the pin is connected to the ground. Okay, so now the important thing is about this code. Okay, so this I write the previous. Let's code. Okay, and then understand. Okay, we have const int LED pin. Okay, we have two pin, LED pin and button pin. So we have LED pin what 30, const int button pin, we have two. Okay, now we have to create two boolean state. Bool, I tell you, a bool is contain true or false values. Okay, so we have bool uh, LED state. Okay, we have to make a LED state. Now initially, what is the state of LED? Is off. So we represent off to false. Okay. Now we have bool last button state. Okay. So what was the last button state? Okay. The button state, what we have to this reading high or low. Okay. So when a button is not pressed. Okay. So then what is the value is high. Okay, so write high on this. Now come to void setup loop. We have pin mode. Okay, so what we have pin mode? Pin mode LED pin. LED pin we have taken output. Okay, then pin mode we have button pin input pull up. Okay, pull up. We all understanding this in the previous lecture why I write the input pull up, so you can check it out from last lecture. Okay, now comes to void loop part. Now what we have to in this, we have to do this. We have stored the current button state. Okay, so let's create bool current button state. So what should be current button state? So we have to read the value from pin 2. Okay, in this situation we have to take the value from 2. Okay. So we have to write digital read. We have to read, not write. Okay, digital read from what? Where? Button pin. Okay, this is, we have a current button state. Okay, now create a condition. If last button state equal to high. Okay, equal to high and current button state equal to low, then what we have to do? Then we have to switch the state of a button, because low, when we have low, when I press this button, then it's read the low value at the pin 2. Then we have current button state what? Low. And what was the last button state? High. So if this changes from high to low, then we have to turn on the LED. So now the LED state become what? LED state become false. LED state will become from false to true. So we have to change the LED state. So now LED state equal to LED state equal to exactly opposite of negation of LED state. Okay, LED state. This is become false to true. Okay, now we have digital write. Now we have to write digital write what? LED pin become LED state. Okay, so this is how our if loop statement have done. Now we have to change the last button state. Now what will our last button state? Okay, last button state will come to current button state. Now this is our loop is done. Okay, now let's run this. Okay, so what we have the okay, so I just now. Sorry, something is wrong here. Let's first check it out from my code. Nice. Good, it's good. It's good, yeah. So why is happening here? Okay, so I think spelling mistake. No. Just give me a minute. I have to check it out. Okay, so I figured out we have done a wrong spelling mistake. We write the triple R, not 2R. So now let's remove this. Now what? Okay, so just spelling mistake, capital R. Sorry for that. Sometimes it happens just a silly mistake. Okay, now it's running perfectly. There is no issue on the code. Now let's check this. Okay, so this is turn on. Is the now released? Done. Press again. So it's off. Press on. Now press again. Off. Okay, so this is how we have done this. Okay, now come to the slides. Okay, now understand the different stages. Okay, now release more and press and that. Okay, so we have how many state first? Okay, so now first we have release state, button state. Okay, released, then press. Okay, release, press, release, then press again. Okay, release again, press again. Okay, we have this state. Okay, just draw the okay. Now current or last button state, current button state, and LED. Okay, this is the last button state, is the current button state. Okay, let's see this. Okay, in the first we have LED state false. Why? Because we have last button state high, because the button is initially released. So in the released, the last button state high होना चाहिए. Okay, because release है तो high होगा. In this case condition, current button state what? It also high. Okay, डिजिटल राइट अगर लूप में जाएंगे तो देन वी हैव चेक तो रिलीज्ड है, तो देन करंट बटन स्टेट ऑल्सो हाई. In this condition, high, we have to high and current button state high. So in this condition, we have to do nothing. जो LED बटन स्टेट था फॉल्स, तो फॉल्स रहेगा. इन दिस फॉल्स रहेगा तो LED ऑफ रहेगा, तो इट शुड बी ऑफ. ओके, इनिशियली यही था. Now comes to press. Now I have pressed the push button. Now press the push button. Then what we have done? Then the last button what high था. Last button state high था. Current button state क्या होगा? Current button state at 2 पर ऊपर क्या आएगा? Low हो जाएगा. Then it's become low. Now high and low. So this the condition is matching high and low. In this state what LED state change हो जाएगा. Okay. So it changed to false to what? False to true हो जाएगा. False to true है, is that true? And digital right LED pin true. True it means high. True means high. It means on. So it's on. LED become on. Now we have to update the last button state. Last button state what become? Last button state become current button state. तो it should low. It should be low. लो हो जाएगा. ठीक है. तो नाउ लास्ट बटन स्टेट क्या होगा? लो होगा. लास्ट बटन स्टेट क्या थी? लो थी. और हमने रिलीज किया है. इट मीन्स करंट बटन स्टेट क्या होगा? रिलीज होने पर हमें पता है हाई होता है. इट बिकम्स हाई. लो और हाई पर हमें कुछ नहीं करना है, बिकॉज वी हैव नॉट राइट दिस. वी हैव टू राइट ऑन, वी हैव टू डन दिस ऑन दैट. तो रिलीज किया तो जो स्टेट थी बटन की ट्रू, वो ट्रू ही रहेगी और ट्रू पे क्या रहेगा? ऑन रहेगा. Okay, this is how you fail. Now press again. Then last button state क्या थी? हाई थी. हाई होएगा. करंट क्या रहेगा? प्रेस किया तो लो हो जाएगी. Now it's returned to this state. Okay, हाई to लो. Now क्या था? ऑन था ना? ऑन था. We have ऑन को चेंज कर देंगे ऑफ में. ऑफ हो जाएगा तो हमारा क्या हो जाएगा? LED ऑफ हो जाएगी. फॉल्स हो जाएगा तो ऑफ हो जाएगा. So this is how it is working. Okay, this is the concept behind the toggle switch button. Okay, so this is the concept. You can read. We have to need a memory for Arduino to remember like LED is currently on or off. So we have to create a LED state, and we have to detect press also. So we have to take the last button state what high tha ya low tha. We have to do this. So what was the flow chart? We have to take start, read button, net checking the was previous high or low, current is low or not. ठीक है. Current now was checking the high or low. Now current is low. Current is not low, so save current state and then repeat. If current is low, you can check it out. If current is low, then if yes, then toggle the LED, update LED and save current state and then repeat again. Okay, so this is the flow chart. Okay, so we have done this. Okay, in this lecture we have covered the toggle button. I hope you understand the concept behind this, the working of code, the how it's working, why its state changes or not, like that. Okay, so in the next lecture we come back to the another assignments with the interesting projects and new concepts. So thank you for watching. तब तक के लिए बाय, टाटा, सी यू.